The morning, and it's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. Trista Long is with us this morning, and she is another of the nominees for the Young Athena. The awards luncheon is going to be taking place next Wednesday at the Indiana Country Club, and our conversation with Trista this morning is brought to you by Marcus & Mack, voted Best Personal Injury Law Firm in the Best of Indiana County contest. Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Wonderful. How are you today?
I'm terrific, and it's good to have you in the studio with us today to find out about you. And,
Thank you for having me.
Learn what it is that you do. You actually have a business working out of the S&T Bank Arena.
Yes, Greenfire CrossFit. We've been in that particular building for about 7 years now.
Mm-hmm. Now, what is Greenfire CrossFit? What do you do?
We do CrossFit for kids and for adults, and we work with some different youth programs too. And it is an hour-long fitness class of functional fitness.
Yeah. So a typical session, and I know for everybody, typical is defined differently, but in a typical session, what are some of the activities that folks will be doing? Are they working on apparatus, or how does it work?
So we have free weights, we have barbells, dumbbells, kettlebells, rowing machines, bikes, and ski ergs. So it's just a different mix every day. You come in and you do something completely different. So never are you coming in and doing the same thing every day.
And you have multiple people working at any given time?
Yeah, and it's all trainer-led. So we have a wonderful team of trainers, and we work together. Sometimes you have 2 to 3 trainers per class. Sometimes it's one, just depending on the class time, and you are going through the warm-up all the way down to the cool-down with the trainer.
And you were telling me that right now your clientele, it runs the age range from very, very young to a little bit older than even me.
We have a 6-year-old and we have a 70-year-old, and it just varies by degree, not kind. So teaching a 6-year-old to learn how to climb a rope, really cool. Teaching a 70-year-old, they don't need to learn how to do that. So we teach them, if there's ever a time that they fall, how to properly get up. Yeah,
I was going to say the goals for someone who's very young as opposed to somebody who's getting up in years obviously would be different. I'm assuming people come to you in all different levels of fitness as well.
Absolutely. And our goal for, our older clientele is to keep them living independently for as long as possible.
Yeah, and that's a wonderful goal to have. But reaching that goal really depends upon a lot of different factors, the lifestyle that you've led up until that point, the injuries that you might have to overcome, the various dietary challenges, and I'm assuming that you hit them all.
Yeah, we offer nutrition counseling too, and we have, like I said, like a great team of trainers, and they all bring their own different flavor of coaching, and it really helps with all age groups.
Yeah. Now, you were telling me as well that you actually work with something that maybe folks don't know about, and that is, you'll have to define it for me again because I won't get the term correct. Justice.
We help with Justice Works with their wellness program, and it's a really great thing. Seeing the kids come in that need a little bit of additional attention and watching them flourish in the classes. I think what a lot of people need to succeed is having someone that believes in them. And when you believe in somebody else, when you're giving that to other people, they start to believe in themselves. And that's like the magic of CrossFit. In our community, like our community of people are absolutely incredible. And the last person to finish the workout is typically the person that gets the most cheers.
Yeah. So Justice Works is a program that isn't just about fitness.
No, they work with kids of all different age groups and situations in life. They're a great community, a great organization here in town, and they work with kids. They are fantastic.
Yeah. And there are kids that really don't have any other access to the services that they offer other than them.
Yes, and I cannot speak highly enough with that program. A lady named Lori brings them to the gym. They come in the second and the fourth Tuesday of every month for an hour class, and they're great.
Yeah. Well, terrific. That sounds like a wonderful program and a chance for you to work with some kids that really need to have that sort of mentoring and leadership.
Yes, I love working with the kids.
Yeah, terrific. So tell me about the Young Athena Award. When did you learn that, or where were you when you learned that you had been nominated?
So one of my members approached me and she said, this award just speaks you to me, and I really want to nominate you for it. I know that you don't like to talk about what you do for the community, but I think that I really want to nominate you for this. Will you let me do it? And I do the community service work that I do because I love our community. I love Indiana, and I believe that it's a really great place to live.
Yeah.
So I was like, let's do it. Let's do it. And it's uncomfortable talking about community service that you do, because you do it because you want to and because you like helping people and not just to talk about it, So, yeah, I'm excited about it.
So Justice Works is one thing that you do. What are some of the other things that you do?
We just hosted a blood drive for in honor of our 9th anniversary. And that was a meaningful thing for me. I'm not a big person that handles blood very well. So having the blood drive, I actually had people around me helping me through it. I was like the last person to go.
You were squeamish?
Yes, I'm not a big person for giving blood. And that was a really cool thing to experience. And so many people we had like 14 first-time donors come out. And there was a national blood shortage right now. So if you can donate blood, donate blood. It was a really good experience. We do stuff for the Alice Paul House. I have a training and certification for women and also for trauma-informed training, so to help people that have ever been in situations of domestic violence or abuse. So that is a really big organization that I like to support. So we have done backpacks for them for kids. We have done drives to bring in supplies that they needed. That's another organization. And we just held, I'm sure you've heard of the small child here in Indiana, that they are raising money for funding for a cure for Mido, for Xander.
Xander Marshall,
yeah. And we just held a kickball tournament at the S&T Arena for him over the weekend to raise money. So we, as a community, I bring ideas to my community of members, and they all support it.
Yeah.
We have a great community.
Well, we really do. And you obviously are very much a big part of what the community is able to do. I'm interested in the Alice Paul House angle. Victims of domestic violence, we hear about them a lot. We hear that services are available. The fact that you have a heart for victims of domestic violence, women we think of primarily, but the children as well that are involved and are victimized by somebody in their lives. It must be very close to your heart.
It is, and we actually hosted a coat drive at our gym too last February, and all the stuff that we had left, we took to the Alice Paul House. So members of the community came into the gym. They got coats. Some of them walked out with coats. They didn't have any when they came in. And we took everything to the Alice Paul House afterwards, and they were so grateful. And they do so many great things for the community that people don't even know about. They go into the schools. They talk about teaching boundaries and healthy relationships and conflict resolution. And that's stuff that we can all learn from. And I can't speak highly enough about them as an organization.
Yeah, you're right about all of that.
Yes.
And with your organization and what you do with your company, I would imagine that there's a way that women who find themselves involved with Alice Paul House also could benefit from some of the things that you're able to do for them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, that's wonderful. And just hearing about your involvement with them and with all of the other endeavors that you talk about, sometimes we don't know that this business or that might be involved in some charitable work, but it really becomes an inspiration, doesn't it, to the people that you meet every day, and then the people that might hear about you and what you do, and might inspire them to take a step forward and help their community.
It does. And I think for a lot of people, in just my gym community, they don't have a whole lot of time. They have kids. They have a lot of stuff going on in their lives. I bring stuff to them and I say, hey guys, do you want to donate to this? Do you do that? And they do, because that's their way that they can give and they can help. And like for me, that means the world to me.
Yeah. When you stop and think about what it is that you do for a living, and what your company does, and the way that it helps people to move forward with the next phase of their life, whether that be getting themselves stronger or getting themselves better balanced in their life, whatever it might be. I'm sure that the stories that you find from some of the people who use your business are pretty inspiring to you, too.
Yes, and just watching the growth and the confidence, that's my favorite part of being a gym owner, is watching people start to believe in themselves and the confidence grow. And you see them change career paths. You see them try new sports and try different things. And that's incredible. That's what it's all about for me.
Yeah. And when somebody has not been working at fitness for a while and they come to you and obviously they need some help, to watch them literally round into shape.
Yeah.
It's must be pretty amazing.
And just save their own lives. I mean, we had a fellow that had a heart attack, and he came to us after his heart attack, and his health markers have all been improving. And that's the stuff that's way better than just seeing people lose weight. Like, that's the stuff that I thrive on.
Yeah, tremendous. Well, Trista Long has been our guest here this morning on Indiana in the Morning. We've been talking about her as a nominee for the Young Athena Award, and you'll get the opportunity to be at the luncheon next week and to sit with Athena Award winners and Young Athena Award nominees, and it's just going to be a wonderful day, and we can't wait to do it and to be there with you. So thanks for coming in today and visiting with us. We appreciate it.
All right. Thank you for having me.
She's Trista Long. It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCS Radio.